can go, you can start all over again. You can try to find a way to make another day go by. You can hide on all your feelings inside. You can try to carry on when all you wanna do is cry. And maybe someday we'll figure all this out. Try to put an end to all our doubt. Try to find a way to make things better now. And maybe someday we'll live our lives out loud. We'll be better off somehow. Someday. Now wait and try to find another mistake. If you throw it all away, then maybe you can change your mind. You can run, and when everything is over and done, you can shine a little light on everything around you. Man, it's good to be someone. And maybe someday we'll figure all this out. Try to put an end to all our doubt. Try to find a way to make things better now. And maybe someday we'll live our lives out loud. We'll be better off somehow. Someday. I don't wanna wait, I just wanna know. I just wanna hear you tell me so. Give it to me straight, tell it to me slow. 'Cause maybe someday we'll figure all this out. We'll put an end to all our doubt. Try to find a way to just feel better now. Maybe someday we'll live our lives out loud. We'll be better off somehow. Someday. Well, sometimes we don't really notice just how good it can get. So maybe we should start all over. Start all over again. Well, sometimes we don't really notice just how good it can get. So maybe we should start all over. Start all
Sometimes things don't go as you planned them.
It was me?
No, I don't think it was. Actually, I think it was me.
I think so too.
And it's kind of the way the weekend has gone because I have exactly no teams left in my bracket. I don't know about you. They're like all gone. They've all lost already. It's kind of started. Well, you know, it's really clear from the video we just watched that many of us in this room are carrying around some really heavy questions. They're personal. They're painful. They're weighty, and we wrestle with them. I mean, that's the natural thing to happen when faith and sight collide. When faith in a good, loving, all-powerful God collides with experiences of pain and disappointment and disaster and downright evil. And when that faith and that sight collide, man, we begin to wonder, where is God when life seems so unfair? Where's God then? We learned last week that there was a man in the Bible who wrestled with exactly that question. His name is Habakkuk. His name even means to wrestle. And Habakkuk looked at everything going on in his life, everything going around in the culture around him, and he said, God, I don't get it. If you're so good, if you're so loving, if you have such power, I don't understand why you're not doing what you could. I don't understand how you could love people and let this happen. And God, what you are doing doesn't seem fair. He wrestled with those questions. And many of us are wrestling with our own version of that question. Now, last week, we learned one big lesson from the book that bears Habakkuk's name. And that big takeaway last week was that when faith and sight collide, embrace both. Embrace faith and doubt. Embrace faith and your questions. And then forge ahead in your pursuit of God. Embrace both. Now, you may recall that last week we were kind of introduced to this diagram. And we called it the dip. And the picture kind of looks like this. And what we learned is that all of us at some point in our lives, we kind of start out here in our spiritual journey. And we begin to at least become open to the notion of God. Maybe we did as a child, maybe as a student, maybe as a young adult. But at some point, we begin to be open to the notion of God. And we begin to kind of seek after Him. And some of our questions get answered. And some things about God begin to make sense. And at some point, at least for some people, maybe for many people, that they actually believe. And as soon as you believe, that first time you step across that line of faith and you entrust yourself, your life, your destiny, your soul to Jesus Christ, we immediately go on to this real spiritual high. It is so awesome. We feel so good. We want to tell other people about what's happened to us. All the good things around us, that we all interpret them as, oh, God just loving me so much, and it's awesome. But eventually, sooner or later, we begin to experience some disappointments. Frankly, we're a little disappointed in God that He let some things happen, that He doesn't do some things we think He should. Things don't start working out quite right in life. And we pray, but the prayer doesn't seem to get answered. And we get disappointed. We can become disillusioned. We begin to go through what Henry Blackaby described as a crisis of faith. We enter into this dip, this low point in our spiritual journey. And when we find ourselves there, remember, we said we basically have four options. Option number one was just to kind of stay here and fake it, right? I'm going to pretend like everything is fine. I'm going to go into denial. And I'm just going to pretend like everything is great. And I'm going to be happy. And how are you doing? I'm doing so good. I can hardly stand it. If it any better, I was going to explode. I get around people like that, and I wish things would get better so they would explode. So how you feel about that? Still happy? We become plastic people, denying the pain and evil and misery all around us.